Welcome to episode 2630 of the Daily Meditation Podcast. I'm Mary Mickley, and I welcome you to day 2 of our series. This week, we are exploring an important theme that we can all relate to. This is the theme to create mindful relationships. And mindful relationships actually improve your health. In today's episode, you're going to be guided as you meditate with an affirmation. An affirmation is a positive statement that you mentally or out loud verbally repeat with your full consciousness. Many people think of affirmations as magical thinking. Well, affirmations engage your full focus, your full energy. You must put your energy into the affirmation, otherwise it's not so effective. So when you're repeating today's affirmation, which happens to be the simplest affirmation that you could possibly repeat, it's a one-word affirmation. Begin to notice yourself focus exclusively on the words and on what you're striving for. So this week, you have the challenge to journal or simply reflect at the end of your day on the interactions you experienced with different relationships. If you journal especially, you may begin to notice patterns in your behavior and in other people's behavior towards you. This can leave clues as to whether or not you need to focus some time and energy to improve certain relationships. It's all too easy to allow relationships to remain stagnant, and we just accept the way they are. What's surprising, research shows that we often accept the way our most intimate, closest relationships are. We become very complacent in these relationships. So this week, I encourage you to challenge yourself and begin to do something very important in your relationships, especially with those people you want to improve your relationship with. And that is to listen. The most important gift you can give someone is your full presence. And this includes listening. Simply listen to what someone has to say. And when you feel yourself tempted to interject or participate in the conversation, do so with care. Allow the other person to talk and express themselves. And not only do I encourage you to listen, but feel compassion for the person as you listen to them. So this is an important aspect to be more mindful in your relationships. And what do relationships do for your health? Well, there's a book by Dr. Elizabeth Blackburn, who is a Nobel Peace Prize winner for her research on telomeres. Her book is called The Telomere Effect: Control of Our Aging. Telomeres are sections of DNA found at the ends of each of our chromosomes. They consist of the same sequence of bases repeated over and over. This is a dictionary definition for telomere. If you visualize a telomere as a shoelace and you think of the cap at the end of the shoelace that keeps the frayed ends together, that's essentially what a telomere does. So when that cap is nicely holding together all the frayed ends, you are aging very nicely. And when the cap maybe starts to come off or different threads start to sneak through the cap, then this contributes to aging. And relationships have everything to do with telomeres. In fact, Dr. Blackburn says telomeres listen to your behaviors and your state of mind. So, as you settle yourself down and get ready to meditate, straighten up your spine, close your eyes, gently elevating them upwards, and begin to relax your mind and body the best that you can. Notice where you're holding any tension today and gently work with that tension to release it. See if you can create a little space where you feel tension and tightness. Name the mood you're in right now. Notice how the mood fluctuates day to day very often when you sit down to meditate. Now visualize someone you're focusing on this week and consider your relationship. Consider whether or not you feel compassion for this person, or maybe you take this person for granted. Do they take you for granted, perhaps? How could you improve your relationship with this person? Listening will often do the trick. As you're seated with your spine straight, out loud, repeat, listen. Listen, listen. Beautiful. Now silently repeat to yourself as you visualize yourself listening to this other person with compassion. Silently affirm, listen, listen, listen. Very nice. Now, throughout this week, when you think of this person, and especially when you're with this person, mentally affirm, listen, and listen with compassion. Continue to sit in meditation, visualizing yourself listening with compassion to someone who's important in your life. You are so worth slowing down for.